What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Madden NFL 22. Happy Sunday. This is the first Sunday of no football for a while. Everybody makes a big deal out of it. It's not that big of a deal, so calm down. We have football for you right here on youtube.com/OnSourceX. So if you want to see more, be sure to subscribe, ring that bell, and check out the videos I have posted previously. Don't cover this game a lot, but I thought that this year's postseason provided a particularly interesting what-if scenario. Let's flash back a few weeks ago, actually about a month ago now, to the AFC divisional round. Bills, Chiefs in Kansas City. Game is going back and forth. It's wild, it's crazy, it's fun. It is one of the great playoff games that we've ever seen. Defense making great plays. Offense is converting on fourth and gotta get 'ems. And it's fantastic back and forth until a coin flip ruins everything and decides a winner, essentially. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Sean, the AFC Championship also went to overtime. Both teams got to touch the ball. That's how it should be every single time. Kansas City won the toss, got the ball first, drove down the field, won the game without Josh Allen ever being able to touch it. The NFL overtime rules are garbage. They have been garbage for a very long time. They altered them slightly, somehow even more garbage, because every time a game goes to overtime, we hear both teams get the ball except, which means that they don't actually both get the ball they're not guaranteed to get it. So, a couple weeks ago, on the off week between the championship game and the Super Bowl, I did a little bit of a what if, assuming the same ending scenario, garbage overtime rules and everything. The coin just gets flipped an extra half turn, an extra 180 degrees, as it were. The Bills win the toss, they drive down the field, they win the game. Last time's what if question was simple. Did a coin flip in the AFC divisional cost the Bills a chance at a Super Bowl berth? Yes, it did. Because the simulation that we did, Cincinnati got crushed by Buffalo, and Buffalo would have theoretically then gone on to the Super Bowl here in our very super scientific method. Now, the question shifts to, it's kind of two questions. Question number one, did a coin flip of the AFC divisional round cost the Buffalo Bills a Super Bowl? And how career altering was that coin flip? How legacy altering was that coin flip for Josh Allen and his teammates? I don't know. Stephon Diggs could get a ring. Tre'Davious White could get a ring. Josh Allen, obviously himself, could get a ring. Does it block Aaron Donald from getting a ring? Cooper Kupp, Super Bowl MVP. Jalen Ramsey, Matthew Stafford. We're going to find out in today's video. So let's click on through. Yes, I would. They're on the hardest difficulty. We'll be using the quick clock, the accelerated clock. We'll make sure that it is Super Bowl, simulation game style, 15-minute quarters, and let's have some fun, huh? Get the little intro going here, and we're off and running. Welcome to Madden 22, a game that was on sale, and I bought, and now on Xbox Game Pass. So that feels good. So we have the same team lineup. The Rams were designated the home team. The AFC champion was the away team. Rams designated the away team. AFC team is designated as the home team. Taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. So we'll see what happens today. Hopefully this game is just more interesting than the last prediction that we did. The interesting thing was I watched another one, Ray Navarez Jr.'s stream. His game was as bad as my game. So we'll see. I also tried to turn off the momentum meter and did not work. I couldn't figure out a way to do it. So I don't have the Xbox One version. Otherwise, I probably would have just looked at that version of the game, because momentum meter is dumb, and I think it kind of breaks the game, if I'm being honest. Because Cincinnati just never had momentum in either of the games that we saw. Granted, their offensive line didn't do a great job. They lost some fumbles, blah, 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 blah. So we'll see what we have today. Last game lasted a little over 2 hours, so sit back, relax, enjoy some video game football. Just kidding, it was just under 2 hours. It was an hour and 56 minutes. We've had Super Bowl or football predictions going up over the last couple of weeks. However, if you would like to watch more football, Tuesdays, right here, youtube.com/OnosaurusRex. We have random rosters in NFL Fever 2002, so watch a 20-year-old video game every week for about 3 hours. It's a good time. We also have Sea of Thieves going up pretty consistently on the channel. Bus Simulator is going up on the channel in a consistent manner. Mondays, we have Life is Strange. That's going up as well. Taste Test on Saturdays. Football's been on Sundays. So your mystery video has really just been Friday. Friday has been the mystery day of what's been going on. Currently, big run for... we got maybe a holding penalty here? That was a huge hole there. Penalty? Holding? On the offense. That is a bummer. Congratulations, though, to the Los Angeles Rams. It was a hell of a game. I thought Cincinnati would be able to pull it out. They had that terrible drop. Some bad calls or missed calls throughout the game. I thought the actual called penalties were worse. I know it was a touchdown that was given up on the penalty that was not called against the receiver on Jalen Ramsey getting his face mask pulled. But, man, the way that they had let the receivers and the defensive backs battle and kind of fight for the ball and not get the ticky-tack, like little grab penalties every once in a while, I kind of got blown there in the last few minutes. But it was a good Super Bowl. I enjoyed the halftime. I thought it was fun. My favorite part of the halftime show was the chillax zone, where the performers would just hang out while they weren't singing and just sit on the couch. I was like, that's okay, cool. This is smart design. Give the performers a place to rest. Let Snoop Dogg and Mary J. Blige hang out. Just be awesome. So there you go. Ooh, a nice stop on 3rd and 2 for the Bills. Did not see this a lot from the Bengals in the Super Bowl prediction, as that game quickly got out of hand. This one, on the other hand, starting with some decent defense.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
I didn't realize how many days I have, days of the week I have, like, kind of scheduled stuff. I think this will probably be the last prediction video in this little mini series. I did see one of the stupidest takes I've seen on the internet lately. Internet, I mean, obviously filled with terrible takes, filled with just absolute morons with a keyboard. And it was just a short clip of, like, Joe Burrow talking to the defense of the Rams throughout the Super Bowl. Just be like, hey, I'm Joe Burrow, like, just having some fun, whatever. And somebody put in the comment section, like, or on the, somebody replied to the tweet of that by saying that if Dak Prescott was the quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals, it would have been a different result. The exact same Dak Prescott that led his team to a first-round defeat to the 49ers this very exact same season. would have somehow altered the Super Bowl result. Are you an absolute idiot? God, what a dumb. So I thought, you know what? Maybe we'll just run one more simulation just for that one person. We'll tweet it at him. I took a screenshot of the tweet, so I had his Twitter handle. I'd be like, hey, just so you know, you're wrong.
To throw, it's Allen.
Oh, Josh Allen scrambling a little bit.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. He'll get only
See, I think the big difference between the Bengals and the Bills, they both have mobile-ish, I should say, quarterbacks. They have star wide receivers. You have Jamar Chase on the Bengals. You have Stephon Diggs. You have at least good running backs offensively. The difference is going to be the Bills' offensive line as we see Josh Allen 2 for 3, 22 yards. But both of those last two plays, time in the pocket. Didn't see the Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow have a lot of time in the pocket. And he did not have a lot of time in the pocket in the actual legitimate Super Bowl. As the Rams made some good coaching adjustments towards the end of that game. And we had Chris Collinsworth say for about 6 different players, you really need to step up and make a play, make a change, coaching-wise, whatever it was. Chris Collinsworth, for as much, Sunday Night Football as I watch, Chris Collinsworth does not bother me. I actually really enjoy his commentary. During the Super Bowl, I was actually getting kind of annoyed with him, which is rare. I can't express how rare that is.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen.
Nice find.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams.
Rattled O-line enabled. The away team has trouble blocking. I should have bought the version that had both of these games in it. You know what? It doesn't matter. Never mind. Oh, I could have done this. It's in Game Pass. Dang it. I said it and I just didn't connect the dots.
Allen now on first down.
Okay, well, both of these, by the way, if you're curious, both of these do have very easy achievement lists. You'll have to boost probably for some of the online league ones, but shouldn't be too difficult. A lot of people were talking about how you can actually get these done within the 10-hour free trial that they would give out.
You got to cover him too. That makes things really difficult.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
Josh Allen. Look at the time Josh Allen has. That's a wide open receiver there on the sideline. This is the offense that we saw for the Rams in the Super Bowl prediction that is now flipped. The Bills are moving these chains here.
Change up their timing. They're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
I think I played the game for
as a defensive guy,
3 or 4 hours. I think I got like 750 of the gamer score.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here in this first series. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop
69 yards, noise.
5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. 7 yards, the pickup there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the
nice long drive here for the Bills. They are deep inside Los Angeles Rams territory. Second down and 3. You can get a first down before the goal line. They don't need it. Singletary in. Touchdown, Bills. Nope, not that. Dang it. Dang it.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Looks like Aaron Donald and Sean McVay will both be back next year. I was kind of surprised that McVay would think about retiring. He's so young. He's like, yeah, I can switch into broadcasting, better work-life balance. He's getting married this summer, whatever. stuff like that. And like, oh, okay, like, it makes sense. I'm not saying it's, you know, good, bad, whatever. And just like, oh, already? Aaron Donald makes a little more sense. Go out on top, but you know, they'll run it back. We'll see what happens next season. Talked about it a bunch throughout several of the videos here, so I won't repeat myself too much. But the Rams could be in a good position to have some consistent success here in the NFC West, depending on obviously how Seattle. If Seattle keeps Wilson, if they can maybe kind of build an offensive line that allows him to throw, let Russ cook, that sort of thing. Depending on how Trey Lance develops, could give them, you know, some superiority over the 49ers. And then we'll see what happens with the Cardinals. Reports are coming out that Kyler Murray's not happy, but he's saying that he's refuting, or he's saying that he's not unhappy, you know. But, you know, they could be the class of the NFC West for a couple years. Matthew Stafford, see how long he sticks around. He could vault himself into Hall of Fame contention. A couple more good seasons, maybe another Super Bowl appearance. 2 more Super Bowl appearances, maybe 1 more win. We'll see. Should be interesting. I do think the balance of power is going to be in the AFC for a while. I know the NFC just won the Super Bowl. I understand that. But I think we'll see a few, like, kind of like how we always saw the Patriots in the AFC. I think we'll see a more consistent, like, singular team from the NFC. Maybe every once in a while you get like a Baltimore that breaks through with Joe Flacco or something. Oh, we just missed Cooper Kupp. Oh, we had him deep. But I think with the AFC, I think we'll see a few different teams. Specifically the Bills, the Bengals, and the Chiefs, obviously. There's a lot of good stuff happening over in the AFC. Good stuff. Good time to be a football fan. A lot of young quarterbacks that are like exciting and fun to watch. Offenses that are fun and exciting to watch. The Bills are coming out on fire here to win, or to start this Super Bowl off.
Defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they, a dime?
15 cents.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
So the Bills get a good 3 and out there. They'll get great field position right around the 40. And as we're about halfway through this first quarter, Josh Allen comes out after a dominant first drive. See what he has for drive number 2. Now, here's what I appreciate about the Bills. He completed passes consistently, which means that the clock was moving.
But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 39.
First down and 10 for the Bills. Handing the ball off, Singletary. Looking for a little room. Big number 69 getting the tackle. Does he have 3 rushes for 11 yards and a touchdown? Pretty good numbers.
Setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the
How great was Aaron Donald's interview after the game? Normally I don't like really care for those kinds of interviews, but like he was just so over the moon excited about it. And he's like, I'm just gonna go play with my daughters in the confetti, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. That's good stuff. Oh, you know what I needed to do? I needed to move this over to the left. I was like, oh, it was in the right last time. No, it was in the left because the momentum thing shifts. Allen going to run, guys, the first down.
a stop. He does have the first
8 yards. They'll be in Rams territory. Wild that a coin flip cost the Buffalo Bills a Super Bowl title. Unbelievable.
Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus.
I hope that the Bills continue to do well. It's always the thing, like, it's not always, but it is a thing I worry about of, like, it's something I worried about last year, too, with, like, I think the Bills made it to the AFC Championship game, if I remember correctly, and they kind of fell apart in the last couple of minutes. And I was like, man, what if that was the one season where everything gelled perfectly for this one team?
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions or one.
I think they should be competitive for a while. They might have never count out the Patriots, but that could be a 2-team division. Dolphins fired their coach. Idiots. And the Jets. The Jets may never be a threat. May never realistically be a threat. That man shoved that man over. Oh, shout out to my favorite tackle in the Super Bowl. It was a Bengals offensive play. He runs to the left side of the line towards the camera and just runs directly into a Rams defender who doesn't like knock him over or like shoulder check him or anything. Just picks him up and turns him around. Like you pick up like a kid who's going to run into something and you just pick them up by their shoulders. You spin them into a direction and just let their momentum keep going. That was what it looked like to me, and it was very funny. First down and goal here. Oh, look out, Allen. Getting chased, has some room. Dives into the end zone for a touchdown. And we have a reversal of fortunes here. The AFC team absolutely dominating the first quarter of this Super Bowl. 13-0. Extra point pending. Bills do get the ball in the second half. I did look up how to turn off the momentum meter. It's called just download the Xbox One version because it's on Game Pass. I even looked at the Game Pass app today. And I was like, cool, Madden's there. But I did look up to see how you can. It doesn't look like you can turn the momentum meter off. And I do think that I don't think people like it. I don't think it'll be in the next one. I think I talked about it in the last one, but I do think momentum is a weird thing to put into video games. I think it's a thing that both like does and doesn't exist. Probably just more as like a confidence thing. Like if theoretically you're playing, you're Steph Curry, who's already good, and you're having a night where you are particularly just on fire. You are feeling every shot. Every shot's going in. It just seems like the bucket's bigger. Like you can't do anything wrong. But if you miss a couple, then you start to get a little low. No, like this could be an issue. You miss a couple of passes in a football game. You throw an interception. You get a little rattled. You just lose confidence more so than any sort of momentum. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I do think it's kind of breaking the game though, because we haven't had. So I've done 3 of this is the 3rd one now, and neither of the other 2 were really all that close. And a total yards 134 for the Bills, 4 whole yards for the Rams. No run, nothing doing there. They do have the O-line confusion buff, which is a weird way to put it.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
There you go. Oh, my bad.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Away team quarterback has trouble seeing deeper receivers.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And then there's some O-line confusion. They have a harder time blocking. Akers, 5 rushes, 12 yards.
When you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback.
So 3rd down and 9.
But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
They're going to run the ball again. They're going to find a little room off the right side. There's a nice first down on the 3rd and 9. That'll work. That's a good run. Punch that man in the face. Good job. He's just trying to mark your first down there, buddy. You didn't have to hit him. It's okay. I know it's the Super Bowl. I know you're excited, but...
And just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits. And
well, that's Micah Hyde, former Packer, on the tackle.
Right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Give a big shout out to Aaron Rodgers. Still can't get that 2nd ring because his fiance dumped him, so good on him. 1 ring forever, baby.
It's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 2nd and 11.
See if the Rams can put together a little bit of a drive here. Loss of 1 on that last play sets up 2nd down and 11.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 30.
2-yard gain sets up 3rd down and 9. They're not really giving Stafford an opportunity to throw the ball here. I mean, the sack he took earlier in the game wasn't the offensive line's fault. Stafford had time to find a receiver. Just didn't find a receiver. Just find a receiver, forehead. Oh, that's a nice defensive play by the Bills. Matthew Stafford 2 for 3 for -1 yard. So that'll be a 4th down and 12 coming up here. And the Bills already running away with this one, 14-0. I shouldn't say running away. They're up a couple of possessions. That's a better way to say it. The other way to say it, a little dramatic. You know, a little kind of closing the door. It's the first quarter. Calm down. Relax.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
This will be Buffalo's worst starting field position so far. Buffalo will get that second half kick, so the Rams got to be aware of that. 1st down and 10. The Bills have not been able to be stopped on offense. Let's see what they have here for drive number 3.
This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
That's a nice find out of the backfield. Going to get 8. 2nd down and 2. Allen with 1 incompletion. No touchdowns yet. Love to see Stephon Diggs get a touchdown pass here. Or a touchdown catch, I should say. 2nd down and 2.
On the give, this is Singletary.
Oh, that should be enough for a 1st down. And it will be. Likely that'll be the last play of the first. Actually, it will be the last play of the first quarter. The passing yards, -9 for the Rams. That'll do it for quarter number 1. 14-0 is our score. The Rams with 15 total yards of offense.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2.
1st down and 10 from the 28-yard line.
Here's Singletary.
Oh, Singletary.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Second down and 8. So gain of 2. A little surprised to see the Bills stick with the running game so much. It's like they're already trying to run out the clock. Start the celebration. Bills Mafia going berserk at this point.
Last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Allen off the play fake. Going deep.
Oh, big
Diggs.
deep pass to Diggs. No one was catching up to that.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now
Allen back across his body. Ugly throw. That'll be a gain of 5. Not enough for a first down. So a good stop for the Rams. See if they can get themselves going on offense here.
Forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep
13 pass, 7 rush. A lot of runs on that last possession for the Bills. Don't love it, especially on like a second down and 9 or whatever.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Rams are going offense.
Because it was a 2nd and 10. All right, Stafford. Come on out.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Stafford.
Oh, Stafford with a little screen play. They've run that play twice now. Neither of them have worked. And that'll be a 4-yard loss. So Stafford has negative 5 yards passing in this game, setting themselves up with a 2nd and very long here.
A really nice play by the defense.
Wasn't set up very well by the offensive line. The running back flared out a little too far to the left side. 12 total yards for the Rams, 150 for the Buffalo Bills so far. Stafford looking, firing, finds a receiver somehow. And all of that. Odell Beckham Jr. tore his ACL in the Super Bowl, so he'll get a shot to finish this game in digital land.
I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stafford, another throw right at the sticks. Should be another first down. You can see Sean McVay wanting to run that a little more of a hurry-up offense. Best field position so far for the Rams. Starting to get a little something cooking here with 12:15 to go in the half. Taking that momentum bar down. It looks like we might have the same perks on either side. Run off to the left.
Akers, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, they'll go
Hand off to Akers again. Driven backwards. We'll give them forward progress for a gain of 1. 3rd down and 6. See if the Buffalo Bills defense can hold here. The Rams finally getting a little bit of progress on the field.
Only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Their best drive so far.
Now Stafford.
Stafford waited too long, and he got sacked a second time. We've seen him get sacked on a very similar situation where he just kind of gets pinched in by one side and just didn't move. He stood there, and he got almost like blocked into. That was a very weird play. We've seen Josh Allen on the flip side be able to loop out, find some room to run. That drive will die at midfield. However, it will flip the field position.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes Josh Allen
coming out, 20-yard line.
He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. On play action, Allen.
Play action pass. Allen looking, finding a receiver, the left sideline. First down and 10. Allen, 12 of 14, 146 yards.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful when losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
172 to 32 total yards.
More pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Running to his left, looking, kind of somehow slipped out of the reach. Von Miller, are your legs okay? What the hell? Second down and inches. Somehow was able to slip by Von Miller, which seems unlikely. Von Miller, and I mean this in a positive way if you're watching, a freak. Congratulations to him on his second Super Bowl. I remember it was wild. He won the first Super Bowl. His first ring, he did that one single-handedly. Unbelievable. Played all 11 positions on both sides of the ball. Incredible offensive effort. 7 for 7, 95 yards, touchdown. Magnificent defensive performance. They get a strip sack of Cam Newton that season. That's they're actually, you know what? Now that I'm saying, I don't know if I've mentioned it before. I was talking earlier about the one time that a team gets it put together. Cam Newton and the Panthers is a good example of that. A guy who had a magnificent regular season, 15-1,
Second and 10.
Going through the playoffs, getting to the Super Bowl, and I just don't think we'll ever see Cam Newton in that game again. And that's not to pick on Cam Newton at all, not to dump on him, but one magical season. That's kind of all you need. You get one Super Bowl, one great season. He almost had like kind of a renaissance. Had that great game against Arizona, but could not continue it. Struggled with the Patriots. Allen finds a wide open Stephon Diggs. Will be inside the 25. First and 10. Halfway through the second quarter.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
I think the next league year starts in about a month. I think that's when you'll start to see some trades, some free agent stuff kind of happening. I don't know if free agent stuff is like a thing, but Green Bay will know the answer to their quarterback question soon enough. If I were a gambling man, I would say Green Bay gets their quarterback. I think Rodgers will stick around. I think it's tempting to want to go hang out in Denver. It's tempting to maybe even want to go down to Tennessee with a good defense and a great running game. Neither of those teams give you the Super Bowl opportunity that Green Bay does. Also, he's kind of the reason that they didn't go to the Super Bowl.
And he'll go down here.
Just throwing that out there. Didn't even make it to the NFC Championship game.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone
Cooper
to get
Kupp,
open.
Offensive Player of the Year, should have been MVP.
His eyes down to see the rush. It was time to
That
make
final
a break.
drive was all Cooper Kupp. Matthew Stafford threw it to Cooper Kupp, and that was the game plan. Aaron Rodgers, when his team needed him the most, disappeared.
12, it's 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw.
Josh Allen looking good here on this drive. Look at him moving outside the pocket, running. Another diving touchdown into Jalen Ramsey's face. Touchdown Bills. Josh Allen with 2 rushing touchdowns today. And a 20-0 lead.
Super Bowl. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that
Should be 4 drives and 3 touchdowns.
I mean, with all the
There was
energy
one that
that's
they missed.
how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into
Speaking
a
of
groove,
baseball,
they're clicking on all cylinders.
currently have the tech test downloading for MLB The Show 22. I don't know if I can do anything with it. I tweeted at them about it. I looked to see. There's a couple of videos up that I saw where people had posted the tech test footage. Last year, they did it. They did the tech test. Excuse me. And it was very explicitly like, do not do this. Like, don't show this, don't play this.
The return is Powell.
But this one seems like it's
To about the 26-yard line, just
People
across the
are-
25.
hosting it.
Get a look at this offense.
Switch
led by
versus
Cooper
Xbox,
Kupp
huh?
as they make their way
Not
back
really the
onto
comparison you
field
want to make.
with them losing
That game
their
looked really bad in the Nintendo Direct.
productivity so far. You'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more,
But-
right?
So maybe keep an eye out for that.
See maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage.
I don't have a
after
great
the
spot
catch.
for it. Ideally, it would go up. I'm recording this on a Thursday night. Ideally, it would go up tomorrow, Friday.
Just 4
But
verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 birds.
might be up later this week. Might not even be up at all. Might be a bonus video on
So
a
far, just 1 catch
on a
for
day
him.
at the
Meanwhile,
typical
Stafford's
1
thrown
p.m.
in by Woods.
Baseball
7
time.
yards, the
We'll see.
pickup there.
It also will depend on what the content available is. If I can just kind of do some like offline games and just play like challenges for Dynasty, Diamond Dynasty without having to do online. Because I don't think my online's going to be
Throw
great.
again on 2nd down. Stafford looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So 4:45 here in the second quarter, 3rd down and 3.
Is wide open right there. Gotta be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws
So
that
if
haven't
that
been
pops up,
available to
you
them
know,
every time he's
keep an
dropped
eye
a
out.
pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
If not,
The Rams on
we
3rd
should see
down.
some MLB
Just
action
1 for
returning
5
March
to this point.
16th
Here it's 3rd and
at
3.
1 p.m.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense.
Are they forgetting about drives? Is the commentary in this game that bad? This should be their 4th drive. I think they had 2 3-and-outs. They had the one that got to midfield, and then this one. This is 4 drives.
So far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Bills returner able to slip out of a tackle, but good job by the Rams to cover him up quickly. This will be the worst starting field position yet for Buffalo. Hasn't really slowed them down in the past. They have 3 touchdowns on 4 drives. It is 21-0. We have 4:32 left here in the second quarter. This is where it starts to get kind of interesting. Long drive here can melt the clock down, leave the Rams with little to no time to answer, and then they would get the ball back after the half.
So far, just the single catch.
Also, shout out to Evan McPherson, who apparently didn't need to be in the Super Bowl halftime meeting for the team, and just sat on the bench and watched the halftime show. Incredible. An incredible photo of him just on the bench being like, yeah. They're going in like, defense, we got to do this. Offense, we got to do this. Kicker, yeah, you know what you're doing. Go on. And also with the postseason he had, maybe don't talk to him. Josh Allen runs, slides down past the 30. 6 rushes, 51 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground for Josh Allen.
And that's what he's done very well in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Singletary.
Nice run off the right side. Able to get 5. 2nd down and 5.
5 yards, halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2:52 to go here. Good opportunity for a double dip. Buffalo can,
so they fake the handoff. Now
without the Rams doing much on offense, might be able to get a 5 touchdown lead here. 15 of 18, 198 yards. I'm going to say it. Actually, you know what? The defense doesn't have any real buffs against them at the moment. The offense is just playing really well for Buffalo. And again, I talked about it earlier. The offensive line is the difference. Allen has had all kinds of time to throw the ball. He's been able to maneuver out of the pocket, get some good runs on the ground. Obviously, a couple of touchdowns on the ground for him. Pump fake. Floats out, runs, I guess spins out, loops out. I don't know exactly what that maneuver is called, but gets out to his left and picks up 7 yards. Should take us down to the 2-minute warning here. 21-0. None of these games have been close. They are on all Madden. They are on the hardest difficulty in the game. Their simulation.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
2 shades of blue. The deeper blue. Currently up.
A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando.
Highlights?
For our EA Sports halftime.
We'll get highlights for Buffalo Bills fans. Oh, I thought maybe he would be able to run under that and catch up to it, but no such luck. So 3rd down and 3. I like the deep shot on a 2nd down and 3. Still a very manageable 3rd down to get.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
See if they hand it off to Singletary here. No, Josh Allen. Oh, we'll throw it. The screen plays are not working for either team here. 4th down and 8. Well read by both defenses. Rams.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass.
Great play by number 94. Fantastic defensive play.
An intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out.
Beasley's hair looking just about as stupid as he is.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot.
Big ol' kick coming here. It's going to be no good. That's a very long field goal. That is 60 yards. Great field position here for the Rams with under 2 minutes.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little
and
success.
All 3 timeouts.
But that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
Incredible field position right at midfield. Stafford looking, firing over to his left.
I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to
Very even offensive play calling, 10-10. Runs versus passes. Stafford looking and gets sacked again. Third time he has gone down today. That one was a little bit better. That one's the most acceptable sack of the three that we've seen. Good defensive move there. Got through the offensive line into the quarterback. Stafford just ran out of time, didn't have enough agility to get out of it. The other two, though, those are definitely on him, and those are bad sacks. That one, you're okay with. Not great, but you're okay with it. So we have another timeout here. 21-0. Unfortunately, the Rams can't take advantage of the incredible field position. Each team now 2 timeouts remaining. 56 seconds to go here in the half. And it's been all Buffalo. It's the second time the Rams have been in this kind of like general area around midfield or even into Bills territory. And they've had drives just stall out. That kick needed to go to the left. Instead, it went forward. And it'll be a touchback. So, 1st and 10 for the Bills from the 20. 2 timeouts to go. Or 2 timeouts remaining, I should say. 80 yards to a touchdown. Probably 50 yards for a field goal. And again, they get the ball after the break.
Allen now on first down.
Allen, big play down the left sideline, one-on-one. That's the 3rd or 4th shot he has taken deep down the sideline. Has not made a connection there just yet. Incomplete pass sets up 2nd and 10. I like the shots down the field. But they've had so much success other ways. You wonder why they keep trying to go for it. Stafford. Josh Allen runs out to his left into a defender. Gets pulled backwards. We'll get a timeout here. Not exactly sure who called it, but Buffalo will take a timeout before 3rd down and 7. A little surprising that they took the timeout instead of the Rams, or took the timeout so quickly that the Rams could not get their timeout called. I mean, make them waste theirs before taking yours deep in their territory. Or deep in your own territory, I should say. Josh Allen looking, running. 1st down up to the 40. He'll slide down. People getting tangled up, tied up. They are going to take the final timeout. So a big run by Josh Allen. From the 23 to the 42. Josh Allen's legs make it a big difference here for Buffalo. The issue for Buffalo going forward, no timeouts, so over the middle of the field is going to be a little bit dicey. You have some time, but you're going to want to run or throw toward the sideline if you can, obviously. Josh Allen throws to the sideline. He falls down in bounds. He's going to get tackled. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. He's celebrating. 5. Oh, no. They're not going to get a playoff because the game hates them. Oh, my goodness. The lack of timeouts burn the Buffalo Bills from at least another field goal attempt.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
Wow.
And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats
My
in that
goodness.
first half for the Rams. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Bills, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done,
These are some interesting stats because that
they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
90% accuracy, efficiency with those short passes. Makes you wonder why they're taking shots one-on-one deep down the field, and they're not really even close. Just keep throwing it short. I know you want to try and stretch the field, take advantage of the defense, maybe looking in the backfield, looking for the short routes. Double moves probably a little more effective in that scenario. If you can get someone who goes in and up, they might try and bite on the in route if they think it's going to be short or medium. But the defense has played pretty well on all of those deep passes down the sideline. Welcome to the second half here of What If Super Bowl 56 was between the Bills and the Rams. Buffalo just ran out of time. The hurry-up offense not really in effect for this video game, apparently.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Buffalo with over 100.
The third quarter.
Ooh, nice play there by Aaron Donald. I believe it's the first time I've called his name today. They've allowed 300 yards.
An intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look.
Los Angeles' defense doing a pretty good job keeping them in this game. At least giving the offense a shot to get rolling here. They're going to need a few more stops here. Obviously, the bad field goal attempt toward the end of the first half, and then they just ran out of time at the very end of the half. So Rams catching a couple of breaks here. Could be 24-27-0 instead of 21-0.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen.
Josh Allen looking, firing to the right. That's going to be caught on the sideline there. First down and 10 for Emmanuel Sanders. That's who that is. Could not remember who number 1 was.
And that's why they wanted to use him immediately. You know, they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump started. And in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the Buffalo Bills.
Allen now looks to throw.
Oh, that's an interception. Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen with a miscommunication in the defensive monster, in a positive way, Jalen Ramsey with the pick. Great diving interception. Weird tackle animation here because Jalen Ramsey just doesn't get up, and Stephon Diggs just runs into him.
Between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive, I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
First down and 10. Rams starting again near midfield.
On first down, Akers.
Another, again, the defense keeping them in this game a little bit. 21-0 feels like a pretty big lead, especially with the way Buffalo has been playing. But their last couple of drives, last 3 drives, a missed field goal, the clock expiration, and now the interception, posing some problems for the Bills and giving the Rams a little bit of life. as this game moves on through the second half. Nice find over the middle to Robert Woods. 7 for 11, 39 yards. Those are terrible stats. But the drive here can really help the Rams get a little confidence, feel good on offense, get the defense to get another stop or two, wear that Bills defense down, and might have a bit of a game here in the second half. Oh, again, Stafford just holds onto the ball a little too long. So second down and 16. Really the story of the Rams so far. Bad sacks at terrible times. That's the fourth time Stafford has gone down in this game, and the third where he's just kind of backed up and the defense just kind of runs into him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second.
They do have that rattled O-line working against them, so there's a catch on the ground, but it's going to come up short. Third down and 4. Misread the last down to myself. It was 2nd and 16, and I thought it was 3rd and 16 for some reason. Bills defense maybe yelling at each other a little bit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Stafford finds a deep throw. Tipped and incomplete. 8 for 13, 51 yards. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 4.
A little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Gay's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it.
So they got, what, a total of 6 yards or something like that? They had amazing field position and still couldn't do anything with it. Again. The Rams, though, on the board. 2 separate huddles happening on the left and the right side of the kicker. See if Josh Allen can overcome his interception.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This fielded right.
Bills will run it out to the 20.
And he'll get it up across the 20.
21-yard line is where they will mark it down. Coming off the interception. First real issue here for the Bills was that interception.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
18 to 24. Only the one mistake. Only 2 incompletions on the short to intermediate throws. 4 incompletions deep down the sidelines. We've seen them take some shots.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception.
There's a play action pass. Throws it, finds Emmanuel Sanders. Took a weird route. Got crushed right around the 40. Knox had a block. And just kind of ran up the field, let go of the block. That was a great replay. Fantastic replay of that man getting tackled.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
2 receivers, bottom side of your screen. They're going to play action pass again. Allen gets in kind of a weird animation, throws it down the field, finds his tight end, Knox, who cannot stay on his feet. Will fall out of bounds at the 9. You could probably see that goal line as he was stumbling out of bounds going, dang it. That was my opportunity for a touchdown. Little jump throw there. Weird animation on the catch there, but hey, catch is a catch. And a 1st and goal is upcoming for the Bills. There's over 10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And the ball off. Singletary will pick up 4-3. 3 yards. Second down and goal.
They still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hand the ball off again. Finds a little room off the left side, but not a whole lot of room there. 2 yards. 2 yards of room, to be exact.
The possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Rams defense looking for a hold here.
Allen now on 3rd and goal.
He'll run to the left. He'll throw it out of bounds. Interesting decision there. It was a great defensive play on 3rd and goal. I mean, I guess it saves Allen the hit.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead.
The Rams hold them to 3.
It's 24-3.
Bend but don't break defense.
And this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s.
Happened again. Dang it.
But in this case,
I look at the time and I'm like, okay, 10 minutes from now, I got to make sure I hit the control stick once. Then I forget because I'm talking. Just enjoying the sound of my own voice. Feels great. I sit there, I'm just like, oh man, you said that really eloquently. Good points, man. Good job. So proud of you.
Through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
So the lead back up to 3 touchdowns here as the Rams try to run it out, but find very little room. He's 1st down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Would have been better to just take a knee there.
LA set to take over again on offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And nothing much material.
3-yard gain. 37 rushes on 13 carries. A little under 3 yards a carry.
It's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly
Maybe like 2.9 yards a carry.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Tell you what, next time he gets a run, just a rush, just run it for like 4 yards. Make the math easier. Finds Odell Beckham Jr. on the right side. He'll get up to about the 30-yard line. They'll actually mark him at the 31. Beckham with 4 receptions for 48. That's an easy 12 yards reception.
It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Phone is going off on the other table.
They'll run on 1st down.
Oh, that's a big hole. That's probably the best run he's had so far. 14 rushes, 43 yards.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle.
There, now it's over 3 yards a carry.
Maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On
2nd down and 4. Stafford wide open. Odell Beckham Jr. there. A lot of OBJ this drive. 2nd reception on this one. Why are they showing Rams like fans dejected? Like, no, don't throw to him. I got money on Cooper Kupp.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw.
Stafford looking. Finally makes a little move to try and get out of the pocket. Throws it deep. Kind of a dangerous throw there, but did not take the sack, importantly. So it looked like it was going to be another one of those plays where the Bills are going to get through just because Stafford took too long. Started to get some pressure before he looped outside of the pocket. Dangerous throw, but not a sack. Net neutral. Fires over left side. That'll be a gain of 1. A lot of effort for 1 yard.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Oh, another one of those weird plays where Stafford's just holding on to the ball. And another throw. 4 receptions, -5 yards for Akers.
Who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be
A lot of effort again for just no gain. 1 yard.
Got the toes down and stayed in
Which it
bounds.
technically means that there was a gain, so it's not a no gain scenario. But still, like not good throws. It's good to throw to the running back in the flat like that. But he's just throwing it too high. Emmanuel Sanders, 7 receptions, 139 yards on the day.
Look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to
Bills take their 3-touchdown lead, which feels at this point like a 6-touchdown lead. The Rams just have not been able to capitalize on any sort of slowness from Buffalo. That missed field goal, the interception was, capitalized on for 3. They've had a couple of good bouts of, or a couple of good starting field positions. But 21 of 28. 1 interception, has run for 2 touchdowns, finds Knox for a nice gain over the middle.
brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On play action, Allen.
Rolling. Fires. Loved the find there. Knox moving up the field. Ran into the defender for some reason. Saw that in the NFC Championship game. Or NFC Divisional game. Wide open. Aaron Jones just ran into a defender for no reason.
Keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To the air, Allen.
Allen looking, firing.
Sanders has got it, complete.
Finds Sanders again. 8 catches on the day. So they're 9 yards. So he nears 150 yards. 149 yards to be exact. As it popped on the scoreboard up there. Favorite part of the Super Bowl is when the network kind of needlessly revamps their scoring thing, graphic, I guess that's would be the word for it.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On first down.
Ooh, a nice run up the middle. He'll get 9, maybe enough for the first down. They will mark him a yard short.
He's getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
We're moving quickly through this third quarter. Nice little drive here for the Buffalo Bills. 2nd down and 1. A lot of offensive linemen here.
To throw, it's Allen.
Going to find number 89 out of the, I guess, off the line. Out in the flat.
I have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are
350 passing yards for the Buffalo Bills. Sweeney picking up his first reception. 9 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 16.
Operating from the red zone now.
Uh-oh. Saw the little red X pop up. I think that has something to do with the X Factor abilities. I don't know. Actually, I haven't really played a whole lot of this game. Outside of like achievement hunting. So.
It just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets.
Allen! Nice deflection there by the defense. Got popped into the air. And
he did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you
nearly
panic
picked
as well
off.
and think,
I don't know where I was going with the rest of that sentence.
Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Allen running to his left, finds Stephon Diggs. Touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl.
Great drive there for the Bills as the third quarter winds towards its conclusion.
What coverage you put out there? He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
7 for 8, 71 yards. And the touchdown throw for Josh Allen. And the only incompletion on that drive was the ball that looked like it got grabbed, but then immediately got popped out of the arms of the running back / receiver. So even the incomplete pass was still pretty good. The Rams find themselves down by 28 points. You watched last week's Super Bowl prediction, you know that they were never really in question of being in a position of losing that game. I think the closest it got was 10 points. 17-7, and then it was a gargantuan number of points that they scored. The most points an individual team had scored. I think it was the most combined points. And even a lot of Super Bowls, the Rams had scored more points by themselves than a lot of Super Bowls combined.
A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On first down, Stafford here.
Nice little find there. Is that Higbee? 13 for 19, 85 yards. That's bad. That's very bad.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4.
Under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his throw's going to be
Just missed that throw.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Oh, firing down. Contested catch. Incomplete, actually. Nice one of those 50-50 balls. Beckham made a nice high point grab, but fell down out of, or landed out of bounds, I should say. He didn't fall down. And that'll mean that the Bills will, after a very nice possession, get a quick turnaround, put that Rams defense back on the field, We'll see what they have lined up for this drive. 31-3 your score. Reminder, random rosters posting on Tuesday. In NFL Fever 2002, took the original roster, did a fantasy draft, mixed it all up, have some fun. I think it's week number 10, so we'll be about halfway done with that first season. 4 games for you to enjoy this week. Might just go through and do what I did last week, just pick some random matchups. We'll be getting to a point where we'll need to be paying attention to standings and such like that for playoff implications, but I don't think we're quite there yet. I should try to stay away from some of the really bad teams. But anyway, that's tomorrow. That's Tuesdays on youtube.com/JonosaurusRex. That'll be the final play of the third quarter, second down and 9 with 15 minutes to go to decide the what-if Super Bowl between the Rams and Bills. All Rams so far. I should edit this video so that it has Super Bowl commercials in it. I did have the idea to re-edit some of the baseball games, like the World Series games. Re-edit them with commercial breaks, but every commercial break is longer, one by one commercial than the previous. So it would be every inning change, which means that would be 17 commercial breaks, and then pitching changes, which would be like another 4 or 5. Middle of the first, bottom of the first, or like middle end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 17 or 18, depending on. So then it'd be by the end of the game, it'd be like 18 commercials in a row.
And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Kind of ridiculous. Kind of silly. I think you can find some good ones. Maybe have some fun with it, but that was just a silly thought that I had. Singletary, big run. That'll set up a 1st and 10. It does seem like whichever team gets that momentum meter on their side first has the advantage. Because we've seen now 3 games in this game on Series S. I think if you play this on Xbox One, you don't really have to worry about that. Once one of the teams has that momentum, it is really difficult to get it back onto your side. The Bengals never saw it. The Rams in this game never saw it. The Bengals never saw it in the Super Bowl. Bengals also did not play well. So I do think that this one is kind of like ruined in a way. Like I just don't think it's very. I don't think it's a good mechanic in the game to have.
Because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
Well, we'll see. Hey, who's your bet on who the cover athlete will be? Could be Matt Stafford. Maybe an Aaron Donald. Is it a Ram? Is it a Super Bowl Ram? Or do they have another terrible design and just bring back Patrick Mahomes again? Or Tom Brady for the 3rd time in 4 or 5 years. He was on 18, 22, or was it 19? Oh my goodness, a huge hole up the middle.
Defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down. We all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball.
I don't think that Brady will be the main one, like the main athlete on the cover, because he was just on the cover. I think it'll be like a special version of it will be the Brady cover. But do you go with a defensive player for the Rams? Do you go with maybe a Joe Burrow, up and comer? You go with Stafford? You know, respect the veteran? Do you go with the coach? Or do you just go with the 12th man flag? My favorite Madden story. If you remember, Peyton Hillis was on the Madden NFL 12 cover. And is kind of a weird... Okay, that's speaking of weird. Kind of a weird athlete to have on the cover. Not like a big name star. If you go back, you look throughout the years, you have Eddie George, huge star. Dante Culpepper, Marshall Faulk. You got... Michael Vick, Ray Lewis, Donovan McNabb, Sean Alexander, Vince Young, kind of a weird one, Brett Favre, Troy Polamalu, and Larry Fitzgerald on the same cover. You had Drew Brees. You have Calvin Johnson on one of them. Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, Patrick Mahomes, Richard Sherman, Lamar Jackson, like all these big name stars. And you have Peyton Hillis. Peyton Hillis. And it was because they ran a like fan vote contest of, hey, who should be on the cover of the game? And then the Seahawks at the time were such a no-name team where like there was just nobody, that they just had the 12th man flag as like the potential for, if the Seahawks were to win and be on the cover, it would be this player. And then, you know, they had 3 years later, they had Richard Sherman on the cover, Legion of Boom on the like main screen or whatever. Which is a very weird. It's a weird cover athlete and a weird story, and then like a weird like subsection of a weird story. Of here's a team that just had nobody.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Stop me if you've heard this before. The Bills moving the ball well. Working this clock down, under 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. I do think that the accelerated clock is helpful. Weirdly enough, it didn't add a ton of time. Like I was saying, Ray also did one of these, Ray Navarez Jr. Great Twitch streamer, big fan. Been watching him for years. He did a Super Bowl prediction. My video was about an hour and 56 minutes. His video was only like 2:15, I think, so it doesn't add a ton of time. But I do think it's nice from a gameplay perspective and a game flow perspective. And especially when you consider that a lot of times quarterbacks are snapping the ball with very little time remaining on the play clock. I think it's a little closer to accurate. You know, a little more accurate. Field goal again for the Bills. It's a fake for some reason. Why?
LA readies for its next possession. And it's becoming more and more apparent.
Why?
This is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the
why? I am so confused.
Match the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this drive of a margin up that big.
Oh, Stafford held on to that ball for a while. 13 of 22, 85 yards. A 94-yard total offensive performance here for Los Angeles. Is not going to cut it in any football game. I mean, I guess, I don't know how many yards were, there was a Washington-San Francisco game that happened a year or two ago. It was like the fastest game that's happened in the last 20 years because it was pouring down rain And so both teams just ran the ball. And that's it. And I'm sure that they had more total yards than 90 whatever they had. Obviously, the big play there helps. Up over 100 yards now. Nice run after the catch by Odell Beckham Jr. Broke a couple of tackles. Don't know what this next-gen stats is showing because it's very poorly implemented.
Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
From the 50 at Stafford.
Stafford out of the backfield. Another big, another lot. Another time we see a lot of effort for very minimal gain. 2 receptions, 3 yards for Cooper Kupp.
Much gain than what we just saw there. Did you see how his toes got down? Tip tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, you plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard.
Oh, finally we're seeing a screen work a little bit better. Not well set up by the offense. A couple of other times we've seen some screens run. It definitely feels like the defense reads it well, reacts, plays it correctly, and stops the screen before it gets too far into it. That time, decent amount of space. Just nothing doing. Oh, do we have another screen here? Great read on the defensive side. Slip through both of those blockers. That'll be 4th down and 7 as we approach the 6 minutes remaining mark of the 4th quarter. What do the Rams do? We never really saw Cincinnati get all that aggressive. I know they were down huge in the late stages of the game, but they never were all that aggressive to winning. The Rams, on the other hand, are going to give it a shot. Stafford looks, fires down the field. It is caught inside the red zone. Not sure if that should maybe be a penalty there. Robert Woods.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
Shout out to the flower pants. Very nice pants.
You tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the give, this is Akers. Able to fight for about 4 yards.
Just find a little room. We're probably a little too late to be running the ball too much here. Under 5 to go. Of course, it might not really matter anyway. Need way too much help here.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford.
Oh, there's a nice catch, and there's a nice touchdown pass. Tyler Higbee with the reception. So 31-9 now the score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Matt Gay on for the extra point.
Looking to make it a 3-touchdown game.
And he puts this one through. It makes our score
31-10. Great drive by the Rams. A little too late. 83 yards for the touchdown. Apologies there for the yawn. Getting a little late here in the great PNW.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the
Bills are going to recover at midfield. They'll pick up a few more yards. And that will be with 4:20, just Blues, remaining in the game. The Bills are going to look to run this clock as low as possible, take their Lombardi trophy home, and party their asses off. 28-36, 383 yards, 1 touchdown pass, 2 on the ground, the 1 pick. So through this very scientific, totally and completely accurate method, a coin toss in the divisional round cost the Bills a Super Bowl because they have terrible, awful overtime rules.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And nothing much
Hopefully the NFL will take a look at them. They do need to be fixed. They've needed to be fixed for a very long time. I can understand a defensive touchdown ending the game. I'm fine with that. A safety, I'm fine with that. You don't see safeties very often anyway. But for one team to get the ball and have superstars of your league sit on the bench, it's bad. It's bad that Josh Allen doesn't get a shot. It's bad that Patrick Mahomes a couple years didn't get a shot.
The Bills on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd
down in 3 here. 2 seconds on the play clock. He'll find a first down. That'll likely be, the game's been over for a while. The Rams just never got clicking on offense. They never got going. They had the one drive too little too late. They had great field position multiple times that they could not take advantage of. Stafford took some bad sacks at terrible times. And even, the Bills, they had 3 touchdowns in their first 4 drives, and then 10 points total after that. They had the weird, fake field goal attempt. They had an odd field goal try that was a miss. They had a couple of drives that stalled out. They had the interception. That one did lead to 3 points, so not a total loss for the Rams. But it wasn't like the Bills scored on every single possession like they did when they destroyed the Patriots in the wild card round. They were a perfect 7 for 7. They scored 49 points. There were opportunities for the Rams to get back in this game. They just never took it. And with 2 minutes to go, we're looking great on time, which is fantastic for me.
What they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with
handing the ball off again. The Rams know exactly what's coming. They're still giving up 9-yard runs.
9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hand the ball off. Aaron Donald couldn't get the tackle, spun out of it. 1st down. That is that.
This is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the off season. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Go ahead and mute the old webcam here so you can enjoy the final celebrations here. And that is it. Super Bowl 56, your champions, the Buffalo Bills. I love the confetti that it's a Lombardi trophy.
For the victors, getting
The worst part is that all their helmets stay on. They don't like model most of the dudes without their helmets on.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
Josh Allen with the Lombardi trophy. Some highlights here. Josh Allen with a rushing touchdown. In Jalen Ramsey's face. Josh Allen with a throwing or a passing touchdown to Stephon Diggs. For some reason, there's just no audio here. Higbee with the reception there toward the end. Another rushing touchdown. Josh Allen added one more rushing touchdown. A couple of field goals. And by a couple, I mean, not two. No, one. Got your completion percentages there. Buffalo got out to a lead and just held on to it for the entirety of the game. Take a look quickly here at the stats. 585 yards of total offense. 213 on the ground. 372 through the air. 29 first downs to a whopping 8 for the Rams, who had 175 yards of total offense. 47 on the ground. 128 passing. 3 punt return yards, 128 kick return yards, 306 total yards, 634 total for the Bills. Only the one turnover. Third down conversions, 69% for the Bills. Time of possession, 37-53 in favor of Buffalo to a 22-07. So if you like the Buffalo Bills offense, this was the game for you. 18-36 for 383. 77% completion, 1 touchdown, 1 interception for Josh Allen. Matt Stafford, much poorer on the offensive side of the ball. 19-28, 164 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks though. Rushing, Singletary, 25 for a 106, 1 touchdown. Akers 15 for 47. Josh Allen 11 for 93. Averaged 8.4 yards per carry and had 2 touchdowns on the ground. Receiving, Emmanuel Sanders 8 for 149. Knox 6 for 99. Odell Beckham 6 for 95. Akers 6 receptions, -3 yards. Wild. Singletary had 4 receptions for 11 yards. Beasley 4 for 46. Good to see that piece of garbage. Robert Woods 3 for 50. Stephon Diggs 3 for 51 and a touchdown reception. Higbee 2 for 19, touchdown reception. Gilliam 2 for 18. Kupp 2 for 3. Sweeney 1 for 9. There you have it. We saw Matthew Stafford go down several times on sacks. There you go. Buffalo Bills would have been your world champions had the coin flip been 180 degrees differently. So there you go. Totally scientific method here on youtube.com/OnAsaurusRex, where you hopefully enjoyed this game. This I forgot was here. Whoops. Don't worry about that. Actually, if you'd like to find out what that is, scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. That way you're notified when I post new videos. Because I don't believe that video is up right now. I'm not 100% sure. Check back. Yesterday's video might have gone up and been what that was. Or it'll be up on this Saturday. Who knows? Either way, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's game. If you'd like more football, again, Tuesdays, random rosters, that is posting. And we'll have more sports coming up. We're working on an NBA season right now, 62nd season. We got baseball coming back in the middle of March. So plenty of sports right here. Stick around. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. We'll see you later. Goodbye and good game.